Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Biya, the president of Cameroon, is seeking to come back for the eighth time. And there are people who are supporting this decision of his. We don't know if it's out of threat, but they are diasporans even. But while we continue the video progress, you understand exactly the situation of Cameroon. I guess some of you who had left comments for me, left emails for me, Cameroonians who are like, Abigail, talk about what is happening in Cameroon. Talk about what is happening in Cameroon. And when you want to get information for Cameroonians, sometimes they are unwilling to share. Maybe the fear of being caught that they were the ones that said this or say that. That is to say, something is going on in Cameroon. And it's like the media is trying to frustrate people who talk about it. No. Something is definitely going on in Cameroon, but they are scared to voice out. Cameroonians are not safe to come out to talk about what is happening in their country. And that is why sometimes some of them come to you, go to different Pan-Africans to talk about the situation in Cameroon. It's just similar to what is happening in Kenya, where if people voice out about the ill of the government hunts them and take them down. That was the cause of the recent riot, or the riot that is still ongoing. Okay, so if he runs again for an election, it will be the 8th time where he is coming back and no one dares to oppose him. No one dares to oppose him. Now, according to the information gathered, reacting to Biya's latest bid for the presidency, many people in the streets of the capital, Yaoundé, told BBC that they do not feel safe commenting openly on politics for fear of reprisals. Others withheld their names, ages, or occupation out of caution. So, if they are being cautious, then something is wrong. Never in the political history of nations have I seen or heard that a man of that age is declaring his candidacy in a presidential election, said one member of the public who spoke on condition of anonymity. Another person said, I really thought he would go and rest and hand over a new generation. So some people are saying that the president should come back for the 8th time. Others are saying that they are disappointed in him wanting to come back again. Instead of him going to rest, he's saying he wants to come back. And those who are speaking against his coming back are refusing that their names be mentioned or their faces be shown. This shows that something is going on in Cameroon, and it is unfortunate. This man is 92 years old and he had ruled for 43 years. And he's not okay. He wants to still lead. According to him, he wants to still lead so he can liberate his people at the time that they are in at this moment. I will leave you with some informations so you listen to and you leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, Your Majesties.
Please listen. This will shock you right now. Something is going on in Cameroon. An abomination is happening over there. Just pay attention and listen to this. Could you believe that vibrant youths in Cameroon are contributing money, more than 5 million CFA francs, so that for Biya, the 93 years old president that have ruled Cameroon for more than 40 years, still ruling right now, so that for Biya, when they peace for body, when they shit for body, for Biya, no they think well, no they talk well, no they feel waka, so that for Biya, we contest for next Cameroon presidential election this year. Could you believe that? Vibrant youths in Cameroon are doing this. Could you believe that? Now, take a look at the Cameroon we are talking about that Paul Biya ruled for more than 40 years. Take a look at Cameroon.
Paul Biya. Aujourd'hui aussi, c'est oh yeah. Paul Biya. Oh yeah. Paul Biya. Paul Biya. Paul Biya. Vive l'amitié entre la République populaire de Guinée et le Cameroun. Vive son Excellence Paul Biya.
Here we go. One baton. One comes. One.
Before the Southwest people and in front of cameras, they count. The amount is 5 million francs CFA. The Southwest Youth contributions, part of the 30 million legal deposit to support President Paul Biya's candidacy for the 2025 presidential election.
We are peace lovers, and today we make our choice known. We stand with President Paul Biya. We stand with President Paul Biya. We therefore heartily support his candidacy and pledge to give a massive vote.
Now, can you see what I'm saying? Vibrant youths in Cameroon are doing this. When I say that new colonialism is still going on here in Africa, you won't believe. France, Emmanuel Macron is the one ruling Cameroon from France. Paul Biya is not a dictator. For ruling for more than 40 years, still want to rule. So Paul Biya will be 100 years still ruling Cameroon. This is not a laughing matter, but sometimes I feel like laughing. I can't hold it.
Who cursed Africa? This is a serious question because there's no way that Africans make these decisions that are clearly meant against them. Like right now, Paul Biya, a 93-year-old man who is the president of Cameroon, is vying again for presidency. He has been in power since 1982. That is 43 years in power. Basically, anyone who is 40 years and younger, they have never lived in a world where Cameroon had another president. That is just tyranny. How are they allowing this? It's like they are cast to always stick on that direction and never changed. Right now, most people from Cameroon cannot pay for food. There's a huge number of youth unemployment. And then this man, who is 93, he's saying he can fix all that. Then why did he not fix in the last 43 years and people are still going to vote for him? It's like they are cast to always believe that that man is the one who's going to save them. He has not done it since 1982. This is crazy. The reason I'm saying Africa is cast and not just Cameroon, it's because it's happening everywhere in Africa. Uganda, their president has been in power since 1986. He is right now 80 years old and somehow people are still going to vote for him. So
President of Cameroon, Paul Biya, is suffering from memory loss. The man was at the US Africa Summit last month and he had no idea where he was or why he was there. I think he has dementia and it happens to the best of us. Nobody is making fun of him. He will be 90 next month. He has lived a long life. Nobody is making fun of his health challenges. But those who surround the man clearly don't have the fear of God. I don't think they really care about the man. Otherwise, he would have stepped down a long time ago. The whole world doesn't need to see him being embarrassed. He's embarrassing himself and Cameroon on a world platform. It shouldn't be.
C'est qui tous ces gens qui sont là? Pourquoi je peux demander ça? Est-ce qu'il y a des gens importants là?
Les ministres qui sont là. Le président Kagame a parlé, il est parti introduit. Le monsieur vous a introduit. Il y avait un monsieur de vous qui vous a introduit.
Je dois parler maintenant.
Vous pouvez rester assis, parler assis. Vous pouvez parler assis, étant assis.
Ici?
Oui.
Pourquoi?
Cameroon's 92-year-old president, Paul Biya, has announced he will seek an 8th term in power. Elections are scheduled for October. Biya's decision to stand comes amid speculation that he would not run. He's had frequent health problems and spends much of his time abroad. In a post on social media, Biya promised the best is yet to come. He is Africa's second longest serving president, having first come to power in 1982. Well, let's get more on this now from DW correspondent Blaise Ion in Cameroon's capital, Yaoundé. Blaise, Cameroon's median age is 18. How have people there been reacting to the announcement by the country's 92-year-old leader that he wants to continue in office?
Well, in Cameroon, a lot of people were not surprised by the news that Mr. Biya wants to run for another 7-year term as the president of Cameroon. In the last couple of weeks and months, and even from last year, members of his party have openly said they want Biya to stand as their candidate for this year's elections. And so for some social media users, as you've mentioned, a lot of the population in Cameroon is under 18, and so a lot of young people went to TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook, and they were just making funny videos about Mr. Biya's announcement. But it didn't come as a surprise to the nation because everyone had already concluded that he probably wants to run, and he just made that announcement yesterday.
Now, Paul Biya has been in power since 1982. Is nobody in Cameroon capable of challenging him for the presidency?
Analysts would say that Mr. Biya has made it increasingly difficult for anybody to challenge him. Just recently, 2 of his ministers, in a very rare outing, resigned and have said that they're going to run against Biya this time around. But you have, in the past, a lot of members of the opposition have not been allowed to have protests, sometimes rallies. The person or the opposition leader who came out second in the last election in 2018 was put to prison. At some point, he was also sent on house arrest. The journalists and other members of civil society who've either been sent to prison or some have fled the country. So some have argued that Mr. Biya has made it increasingly difficult for anyone to openly oppose him. And also, in 2008, he, through a controversial bill in the parliament, modified or changed the constitution that allowed him to be president for life, basically.
Paul Biya has promised in a post on social media that his best is yet to come. The country is facing serious problems. What is President Biya promising to do in an 8th term?
There appeared to be nothing specific new that he's pointing at that he wants to do if he gets elected for this year's elections. Unemployment is rising in Cameroon. There's a big problem with Cameroonians now traveling in large numbers, leaving the country, going to Europe, going to Canada, and some even going to Russia. And so when we spoke to some experts, they say Mr. Biya doesn't appear to have much to offer, again, after 42 years being in power.
So, I hear say war go dey for Cameroon for October. Amber the plan say they go fight war for October because of the upcoming presidential election wey go take place for Cameroon for October, November 2025. I want to ask something. So, as government officials they retire from their position, them, they stand as presidential candidate, them, Anglophone them or Ambazonian people, them, or the Amba boy, they need to send their own candidate, make it stand as a presidential candidate. For see what I say, we the French English people, them, they will support the candidate, see what they feel win the presidential election. They plan their own now for fight war. Like they plan say war we go dey Cameroon. You go and see before the 1st of October, but men that go empty. We're never ready. So now she don't plan war for the step schools and so on.
This man! J'avais précisé que cet objectif devait être érigé en véritable cause nationale, notamment à travers notre engagement collectif à rétablir la sécurité, à conforter notre croissance économique